Not looking good for Twitter these days. What is going on?
A lot.
A lot going on. We have rate limits now on Twitter.
Yep.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
It is. It's definitely losing some of its luster.
I've never seen somebody pay $44 billion for something that people, broadly speaking, enjoyed.
Yep.
And made it incredibly worse. I'm not one of these Elon Musk haters.
No,
okay?
me either. Yep.
Yeah, like I don't care enough. But I will say, as somebody who is on Twitter and uses it a lot, it's not useful, or it's not as useful anymore. When I sit at home at my desk, I've got my computer here that I'm working on, and then I'll have my iPad here as like a secondary screen, and then I also have a desktop, a big monitor right here. And on that, I'll keep Twitter up on TweetDeck, and it updates, it refreshes, and everything is right here in front. I'm seeing everything that happens. I have just my Twitter feed, and then my mentions, and then I have a list of just basketball people. So anything that happens in college basketball or the NBA, I've got all those people in this list. It's going to pop up right there. So I'm seeing I don't miss anything. Now, you know what happens when I'm sitting at my desk? It says you've exceeded your rate limits. It won't even update.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there. I feel like I'm actually missing things. It doesn't work as well as it used to work, or at least it wasn't working as well as it used to work as recently as last night. I'm looking at it now on this iPad, and it seems to be scrolling
it's working better
properly. But as of last night, it was not, which comes at the same time that Mark Zuckerberg is launching Threads. I joined Threads.
I joined Threads too.
I don't even know if I like it. I just know that I'm willing to give anything a shot at this point, because Twitter has become, I'll keep it simple. I'm not a tech guy. I can't get into all the, I'll keep it as simple. It's not as good as it used to be.
It's also harder to understand what's real and what's not anymore. Yeah. Like, I know social media, you take it all with a grain of salt, right? But like, and I don't care about the blue check thing. Like, we lost our blue checks, whatever. That, you got to pay for them now. I get it. The thing that messed that up, in my opinion, is I knew what was real and what was not. When people were verified with a blue check for being a public figure or a news outlet or whatever, I knew what was real and what's not. I'll give you an example real quick. Like this weekend, I saw, all the stuff's going on in France right now. Yeah. And I saw an account that appeared to be like a reporter with a blue check mark pop up. And he posted a video of a building that was on fire. And he said, this is one of the oldest libraries in Marseille, France. And it's got some of the oldest books on historical record. And these rioters burned it down to the ground. Turned out not what that building was at all. It was a clip from some building that burned down years ago. And this person just made it up. Thousands of likes, thousands of retweets, thousands of comments. And it's just like, people think that's real.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just completely fake and made up.
Well, that's social media in general. Like I saw a guy I knew one time on Facebook, and he just posted this thing, and it was all these stats, and it was like, can you believe that? And it was something that was, at this point, famously fake. Everybody, like, if you're online, you know that this is a thing that's gone viral, and it's fake. And this guy is like, we're acquaintances, if not friends. And I just sort of reached out to him privately, and I was like, hey, man, like, you can have your own opinions. I'm not going to comment, but just so you know, that's not real. Like what you just posted and everybody's fired up about, it's not a real thing. Here's an article that explains how it's not a real thing. And he was like, oh, thanks, but this is a smart guy, college educated, does well in life. And he thought that was real, and he was fired up about it. Nothing real about it. So that's a real problem with just social media in general. My bigger complaint with Twitter now is it's just like, it's harder to use than it used to be. I'm struggling. I don't see things as easily as I used to see them, the things that I want to see. And also, it's just a lot of spam and, like, frankly, like a lot of porn.
A lot of porn bots.
Like, I have to go in.
Why can't you get rid of the porn bots?
I mean, I have to go in and block some
Me too.
person every time, because she just keeps putting her naked body underneath the top 25 and one. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I like naked bodies as much as anybody, but I don't need it underneath the top 25 and one.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. No. It adds nothing.
It adds nothing.
Yeah.
It adds nothing. It adds nothing.
I'm still addicted to it.
Yeah. So hopefully Threads takes off. I'm in it. It looks like a lot of people, at least a lot of people I follow, went over there.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're gonna actually change. Here's what I wish: whether it's Threads or somebody else. I never understood why somebody couldn't do this. Got to be cheaper than paying $44 billion for Twitter. Hey, take $1 billion and just make a different version of Twitter. Make it take all the good things that Twitter used to offer and focus on them and call it whatever you want to call it, and I'll be happy with that. So we'll see where it goes from here, but we now have a Twitter versus Threads war. Twitter's way out in front, but Twitter seems to be struggling, and people want to like Threads. I don't know if they will, but I think people just want anything other than Twitter at this point.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.